satu lagi isu yang sering diperkatakan ialah soal penghijrahan cendekiawan atau brain drain di kalangan rakyat tempatan. Ia berikutan bakat ini diperlukan dalam usaha menjana ekonomi berpendapatan tinggi. Kita ada satu soalan berhubung isu ini. Encik Amirul.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Datuk Seri.
Salam.
Nama saya Amirul Fikri bin Muhammad Zain dari Kuala Terengganu. Soalan saya, sejauh manakah kerajaan berjaya menarik kepulangan bakat profesional tempatan yang kini berada di luar negara, khususnya di Singapura? Terima kasih.
Alhamdulillah, sejak kita melancarkan inisiatif ini, khususnya melalui Talent Corp, kita dapati bahawa dalam tempoh 2 tahun saja, antara tahun 2011 dan 2012, Malaysians yang berada di luar negara, jumlahnya ialah pulang balik 1,600. Berbanding dengan tempoh 10 tahun sebelum ini, di mana jumlahnya hanya 1,100. Maknanya kalau dari segi angka tersebut, trendnya sangat menggalakkan. Kita perlu juga melakukan usaha seperti mewujudkan pekerjaan-pekerjaan yang memberi ganjaran yang lebih besar. Sebab kalau kita punya ganjaran tidak seimbang dengan gaji ataupun ganjaran di Singapura dan juga di peringkat global. Sebab talent ni, dia tidak terhad kepada sempadan, dalam sempadan. Dia tertarik kepada ataupun dia akan menjurus kepada negara di mana peluang dan pendapatan yang disediakan itu lebih lumayan. Jadi kalau kita nak minta Malaysians ni balik ke negara kita, kita mesti menyediakan cabaran ataupun peluang, opportunities yang lebih baik daripada sebelum ini. Dan itulah yang kita akan lakukan, dan ada beberapa kes-kes tertentu di mana CEOs, multinationals dan JLCs kita dapat memberi peluang kepada Malaysians yang berada di luar negara untuk kembali berkhidmat di dalam negara kita. Jadi saya harap dengan proses kita ke arah negara maju dan pendapatan tinggi, lebih ramai lagi Malaysian akan membuat keputusan untuk balik ke negara kita.
Terima kasih, Datuk Seri. At this point, sir, please allow me to walk you back to the main seat. Datuk Seri, the response from NST readers towards this special program has been tremendous. We received a lot of questions. Now, the next question relates to the Indian community. We have a question from Mr. Muralia Rajaratnam of Kuala Lumpur, and his question is, what are your plans, sir, for the Indian community in terms of economy, social status, and leadership?
We recognize the contributions of the Indian community. For example, they worked our estates and made Malaysia the #1 rubber producer in the world. They worked in our railways, in JKR, for example. So they have played their part in the development of Malaysia, and we must recognize that. And as you know, the estate community, the new generations, they want to leave the estates, and therefore we have to have a kind of a program that will manage this urbanization or this movement from the estate to the urban areas. So having recognized this, the government has undertaken quite a number of new initiatives. For example, more places for Indians in our universities. We announced a matriculation program for Indians, specifically for Indians, 1,500 places. There used to be about just 500. We increased by 1,000 more places. We've even, I just launched in Port Dickson last week, this program to give more places for Indians in our polytechnics, for example. Indians who otherwise would not be able to get diplomas and later on degree programs. We've given out microcredit, for example, for small businesses, micro enterprises, through Tekun, for example, through Amanah Ikhtiar Malaysia. We've given more money for Indian schools because the achievements of Indian students in Tamil schools must be increased so that they will be able to have better opportunities in the future. We have increased the allocation for Indians in terms of skill training. So we have done many things, and this has been recognized by the Indian community. And I use the Indian word nambike. Nambike in Tamil means having the confidence and trust. And if the Indian community gives us the confidence and trust, I'm sure we can do even more for the Indian community in the future.
All right. Dato' Sri, I would like to ask you this final question before we wrap up. If the Barisan Nasional is given a strong mandate in the coming general election, what would be your focus, sir, in making Malaysia a better place to live, work, and do business?
I like to use the word when, not if. Inshallah, when we get this fresh mandate from the Rakyat, I like to approach it with all the humility. I'm not taking things for granted at all. I'm not just saying that the people must and will, but I'm presenting a very compelling case to the Rakyat. I'm telling the Rakyat, look, we need a strong government, this country. We cannot afford to have instability. And instability will come from a weak government. And all the good things we have done, all the achievements that we have been able to deliver over 50 years can evaporate in a short period of time. And this is not a time to experiment. This is a time for us to put our faith in a government that has a solid track record, the government that has very clear plans for the future, and the government that has been able to deliver. We cannot gamble on opposition because they don't have a common platform. They have different ideologies and very diametrically opposite ideologies from one party to another. And of course, fundamentally, they're not even registered as a political party. You know, they're standing on three different platforms, three different symbols. And even the question of who should lead the party in the event that they're able to form a government is still open to a lot of uncertainty because they've not decided in terms of finality who is to be their leader. So my message to the people of Malaysia is that we have a bright future.
When you think of the Rakyat and the nation, Dato' Sri, what comes to your mind and to your heart?
I think about the future of Malaysia and the Rakyat all the time. And as you know, I've put in my heart and soul to the job. And I've never worked so hard like I've done. And it's because I believe that we can do so much for Malaysia. We can bring Malaysia to greater heights. The potential for Malaysia is simply enormous. And that is why I'm seeking a strong mandate from the people.
On that note, Dato' Sri, it has been a real pleasure and indeed an honor, sir, to have you on Conversation with the Prime Minister. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
On behalf of the New Straits Times and the whole Media Prima Group, I would like to put on record our sincere appreciation and thanks to you for being with us. To our viewers and listeners, we thank you for being on the show. And to viewers of readers of Straits Times, for your questions, we thank you. If you have any comments, please email them to news@nst.com.my. Before we wrap up, let's give a big applause to our Prime Minister. All right. Terima kasih.